Hello everybody, Sorbitney here and welcome back to another past paper practice. In this video, I will be tackling some measurement multiple choice type questions. So let's head straight into the first one. So this question says, the volume of a cube whose edge is 6 cm long is, so this one is nice and easy. To find the volume of a cube, it's simply length times length times length. So if here the edge is 6 cm, so the volume will simply be equal to 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6. So the volume is equal to 6 times 6 is 36. And 36 multiplied by 6 would give me 6 times 6 is 36. So let's cross out that 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 3 would be 21. So it's 216 cm cube, which will simply be equal to 2D. So here in this case, it says, in a rectangular garden plot, 15 meters long and 12 meters wide, the area of 80 meters squared is used for a vegetable garden. What area of the plot is not used for vegetable gardening? So we have a rectangular garden plot, 15 meters by 12 meters. And 80 meters is used for a vegetable garden. So let's find what is the area of this garden plot. So it's 15 multiplied by 12, which would be this 0. So 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 will be 3. So it should be 180 meters square would be the total area of the garden. So let's see what was used for a vegetable garden. So 80 meters. So to find what is not used, it would be 180 subtract 80, which is simply be 100 meters squared. So the answer is B. So this one says, we have a diagram. The volume of the cuboid is 320 cm cube and the height is 5 cm. If the cuboid has a square base, what is the length of one side of the base? So they want to find the length of one side of the base. So we know normally the volume of a cuboid, the formula is length times width times height. In this case, it told us that the base is a square. So we can say instead of length times width, we can say length times length. So they told us that the volume is 320. So 320 is equal to length times length would be length squared multiplied. They told us the height is 5 cm. So it will be multiplied by 5. So this 5 is multiplied. When we take 2, we'll divide. So we'll have 320 divided by 5 is equal to length squared. So 320 divided by 5. We know we don't have calculators, so we got to practice doing it like this. So 5 into 3 it can go. So we put a 0 there. 5 into 32 would be 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So we subtract the 30, we're left with 2, and we bring down the 0. So 5 into 20 will be 4. So 5 times 4 is 20. So we have 0. So when we divide this, we have 64. So 64 is equal to length squared. So to find the length, we just take over the square. So we find the square root of 64 is equal to the length. So the length would be equal to, when we take the square root of 64, we will get 8. So length is equal to 8 cm, which is simply A. So this one says, the item refers to the following diagram, not drawn to scale, which shows a cylinder of radius 3 cm and height 8 cm. The volume of the cylinder is, so we need to find the volume of the cylinder. So to find the volume of the cylinder, it's area of the base. In this case, the base is a circle. So it's pi r squared multiplied by the height. So the volume will be equal to, so we don't know what pi is, and they told us the radius in this case is 3. So it's 3 squared, which will be 3 times 3, multiplied by the height, which is 8. So the volume will be equal to pi multiplied by 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 8 would be 72. And 72 times pi would simply be, the volume is equal to 72 pi. So the volume is 72 pi. So to answer this question, it will be C, 72 pi cm cube. And this one says, the item refers to the following diagram, not drawn to scale, which consists of a triangle resting on a square of side 5 cm. So if the height of the triangle is 4 cm, what is the total area of the figure? So we know this piece here is a square. So if here is 5, that means the base is also 5 cm. So to find the area of the triangle, we can say it's half base multiplied by the height. So it's half multiplied by the base, which is 5, multiplied by the height, which is 4. So this would be half multiplied by 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Half of 20 would be 10. So it's 10 cm squared is the area of the triangle. And the area of the square would be length times length, which would be 5 cm times 5 cm, which would be 25 cm squared. So it's 25 cm squared and 10 cm. So the total area would be 25 cm squared plus 10 cm squared, which would give me 35 cm squared, which is simply A. And with that, this has brought me to the end of this video, in which I tackled some multiple choice type questions and I brought out some concepts in measurement. So I trust that you'll use these concepts to answer different kind of questions involving measurement. So I want you to keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video in which I'll be tackling some more multiple choice type questions. Until then, take care and keep practicing. Practice makes perfect.